who, we usually have Leslie serve as our secretary. Is that not possible anymore, or can we still do that?
I'm trying to make sure she's not working as many hours, and I'll come up with like a note sheet, and so I would double check whoever takes notes. But it'd be nice to have more than one person in on it. So
Well, I guess that leaves Neil.
I guess so.
Are you willing to serve as the secretary?
I'll do it. Yeah, I'd be willing to serve.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. So, I don't see any other action items on here. Does anybody have any questions for Adam? I have one, sorry. What is the, process for appointing another member?
So that's where it's a little bit different. I'm used to, in Garner, it was very mayor controlled, so I never had any role. Roger is very, I guess, trusting of staff. So essentially it's just me talking with Roger and then having council approve it at the next meeting if you guys are willing to serve. So it really kind of depends on the mayor and his role, because that's one of his duties is to appoint members. And so some mayors are strict and some are not, and so Roger's a little bit more trusting of having me talk with you guys individually, because before it wouldn't be me talking to you, it'd be the mayor. So as far as that, background checks I can easily do. So it's pretty simple from this point on, Paula and Greg, as long as you're willing to serve.
So do you have questions for us, or will Roger follow up, or we'll just?
I'll follow up more than likely. Yep.
Wayne, I'm sorry, what was your question? I rudely interrupted you.
No, you didn't interrupt, I just raised my hand. So, yeah, my experience, Paula and Greg, was, I can't remember which mayor it was, it's been so long ago. Mayor appointed me, and then the council approves, more or less, on the last time it was filled, I guess. So, as far
Never
as,
had a council ever turn down an appointment, so.
had a lot of councils look for appointments.
So.
So, yeah, and because I've been in town probably, I guess the longest of everybody here, except, yeah, even Adam, I'm older than you. So anyway, I know you, and I heartily welcome you to our group here, so. And I've been to only one of the law meetings that the Iowa State put on. The other was, well, it was law, but it was about the privacy. It was a whole session on the meeting type privacy that's required. And a refresher is nice, so if you get a chance to go May 3rd, I would highly recommend it. So I can't say for sure. I got to check my calendar if I can make it.
Yeah. So if you let me know by Friday, then by the end of the day on Friday, I'll get in touch with Iowa State.
They have a great website, too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm ready to adjourn if there's no other comments.
The future meeting, is at 7 o'clock. Okay. Got that.
That's when planning and zoning meets, and I just thought their schedule is like every month now. They used to be every other month, but it's meeting once, if not twice a month now with them. So that's just kind of the pressure we're getting. So we'll kind of try and meet on their terms if possible.
But you don't have to attend that. Is that
I'll let you know.
something you
Just
do?
It's not a bad idea.
Okay.
keep it in
I didn't
your,
know what you. I
keep
mean, I
it in
saw
your
it there. I
calendar.
wasn't sure why it was on there. If it was.
I've never attended one before, but,
I've only done one, I think, about.
Neither have I. And I was kind of told we shouldn't, to stay
neutral.
correct.
to stay neutral or
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Correct, and I'll let you know, but that's only if that independent living company is ready or not. They haven't given me their maps yet for me to have our engineer review. I've seen them, but I asked for a digital copy so I could send it to them and haven't gotten them yet. So I'll try and get in touch with the company. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you know 2 weeks out, because we should know by then if they're ready or not. So.
Okay.
So, I just discussed a little bit with them on conditional and special uses as you came in. So, hypothetically, there's a somewhat local company interested in an independent living center here, like where West Orange Street meets Cedar Johnson. So, part 6 of the Meadows. Usually 25% of these come to fruition, so just kind of remember that. But they will have more than 12 units in one building, and so it has to be approved by both boards. Special use, which we haven't really done here for this board, which is different than a variance, and then they'd have to ask for a rezoning and site review from planning and zoning. So I thought in that case it would be okay, because it's not so much a judicial review as much as it is, let's make sure this site fits West Branch. So it would be nice to have, it'll be a different role than what you guys are used to. So I thought it would be good to sit with planning and zoning, because they tend to be like, yeah, the visionary people. You guys tend to be, here's reality. So it'd be nice to get you both, just because you guys will be in a different role than you normally are.
Well, from my extensive experience sitting with my 93-year-old mom and all of her friends, and they talk about they want someplace exactly like that. I just had that conversation at McDonald's a week ago Tuesday with a lot of old ladies.
Yeah, no, the need is definitely there, and
Yeah.
we're there to support them. The things that we kind of look for is, the street entrances and should we have certain buffer requirements or not. What I mean by that is just a bunch of landscaping between
Right.
that and another. So it's not a yes or no, it just, how do we make the transition smooth is typically what happens.
And I drive that way. Well, now it's wonderful coming from Bickford, and I don't have to go down to the highway. But with all those hills, I saw all those properties have for sale signs now. All those driveways onto that road with all those hills. That's kind of scary. If you've ever been out there, I don't know if people drive on that road as much as I do. But I wouldn't want to have to figure it out.
Wasn't isn't that something, it would have been nice to have a little bit more sternness from planning and zoning, because like that last lot or two is really close. So luckily Leslie kind of let me know, so then we talked with our engineer, so they're going to have basically a turnaround in their driveway until we reconstruct Cedar Johnson.
Yeah.
Plan would be in 5 or 7 years we'll reconstruct it, but that's a long time with the potential new council that could change those plans. But and then we'll have a sign that says hidden driveways. But it was questionable to approve those last 2 lots there. So, but they will have turnarounds so people aren't backing in to Cedar Johnson. So yeah, those are the type of things that we try and look for. Yeah.
But the land's gotta have value. We can't do anything with it.
Correct. Correct.
All right, well, I will adjourn the meeting then. Thank you for coming in tonight.
Thanks. Thank you everyone for being here.